Hi guys, this is Vlad Dan. I'm really excited about this tutorial. I have been working on in a Python script which I am creating with AI assistance in order to create a fracture Voronoi tool for Autodesk Maya. Even though it's not finishing yet, it's in working process, but I think it's worth mentioning and demonstrate its capability. Let's jump to Maya and see what it's all about. I will try to explain every one of these settings along the way. Let's start by creating a sphere and just open the hypershape. And one thing to point out is that this tool is material agnostic, which means we can have applied Maya default materials such as blind, foam, lumber, etc. Or we can apply other materials such as Arnold materials, V-Ray, etc. For our example, let's just create a new materials and go to Arnold and select the AI standard surfaces, right? And let's just open up the attribute editor and put a file node in the color slot. Locate your file. Let's say we select this one, grass, right? Okay, and let's just rename. It's not necessary, but for organization purpose, let's rename our mesh to sphere. And as you can see, there are plenty of options, as I already said. And one of them is the number of pieces we want to break our mesh. As you can see, underneath it, there is a live estimation poly count, as we can increase or decrease. There is also a fractional mode, an organic or structural. Let's just select the second one. Also, there is exploded offset, which if you increase, it will disable the preserved original normals. What this does is, if we don't set the offset other than 0, and so we have the preserved original normals, it will match our breaking pieces, the normals to be the same as our original mesh. Which I think is kind of cool and super useful. Another thing, under apply materials, I will, since I have applied a node texture, I will leave the existing materials so I can keep my materials on my breaking pieces. And after those changes, just click break. I'm getting a warning windows which say that 23 pieces will take a few seconds. It's nothing, so click OK. After that, we have a loading bar for a few seconds, and after that has been finishing, there is another windows, and just click grade to it. Before I click that, one thing I want to point out is that there is a Ctrl-Z function. What that means is, if we are not happy with our breaking pieces, we can go back, let's just Ctrl-Z a few times, and go back before the fractional Voronoi tool cut my piece, cut my original mesh. As you can see, I went back. So let's just break it again. Okay, so a few things happen. As you can see in the hypershape, since I chosen the existing materials, this is still my material, right? And I have another material, which is if I open it in the attribute editor, which is the sphere inner material, What that material do is has been created and assigned to the interfaces. So if I select object with material, as we can see, all those interfaces have this material now, right? And another cool thing about this tool is if I select all breaking pieces and go to select interfaces on select object, it will automatically select all the interfaces which have the same sphere inner material. But before that, one thing to point out is in the outliner. So, since we have the keep original object checked, our script tool had hidden the original mesh. And another thing is, since we have the group all piece in outliner, has been generated a group parent, and the tool put all those new breaking pieces underneath it, which is kind of cool. In order to use it as it is, right, with the existing materials in production pipeline, is to go. Let's just select one piece in order to see what's happening inside. Go to lighting, use flat lighting in order to see it clearly. Okay, so the interfaces has been applied the inner mat, right? If I select all pieces and go to select interior faces and click on it, what we'll do is the same if I go to that specific material and select object materials. It selects all those faces that has been applied that specific materials. After that, I can go to UV editor and see that their UVs, right, over here. After that, I can go to UV and just quickly apply an automatic projection. As we can see, a new automatic projection for those interface has been applied. After that, I can go to modify, layout, and after selecting the unfold 3D, click layout UVs. Fix. Okay. So, if I select one of those pieces, right, and now open up that specific inner materials and apply a node texture on it. Let's apply the ground one, right? Those inner faces have that texture. So, if I hide a few objects, for example, to see it better, you can see every inner faces have that material which have that texture, which is kind of cool. Let's see another example. Let's just create a cube this time and just increase the number of pieces, and this time I will just select the organic mode. Also set the offset to something other than 0, and select the single material this time. One thing to point out is that this area over here, if I have, as you can see, I have already UVs, right? If I delete those UVs real quickly and select my geometry, there is a warning over here. So I had to have some UVs in order to run the script, and it doesn't matter what kind of UVs I have. It's only a matter if I have or not. So after those settings I put over here, let's just hit the brake again. As you can see, at this time, I have this script have generate only one material for the exterior, the outer faces, and also generate the inner face material, like before. Let's see another example. There is a reset button over here, which restore all the default settings. This time, let's choose the random material. So select the object and click the brake button. As you can see, this time our script tool has generated one material per broken pieces. And of course, there is the inner material, which is the same for the all inner faces. So, for example, if I select one piece, right, those inner face has the same materials, as you can see. Another thing I want to point out is that we can run this tool more than once. For example, let's lower the pieces, select organic, mode, zero out the offset. Let's leave the single material, for example, and hit brake. Okay, and the interface, as always, have their own materials, the outer face the same. So, two materials, right? If I select one pieces and try to break it again, okay, I can do that as well. So, if I select that new group, see inside, you can see all those interface have their own material, which is this one, and I can do it as many times as I want. For example, I can select that already broken piece and run the script again. All right, and again, as many times as I want. Another interesting thing that I want to point out is that if you have multiple source meshes in your scenes and you want to break all of them, let's just set a single material and break one, the first one, the second one, and the third one. So we have three outer materials, right? But we have only one inner material. That if we select and hit the select object material, we select all the faces for all three meshes, right? But we probably don't want that. So let's just clean my scene and create those exactly geometries, right? And if I want every time my source mesh to have its own inner faces, so we will end up with three inner face materials. The way to do it is this: select your face materials and click brake. So the inner faces material has been generated. Now, in order to the second materials won't have the same inner material, you have to uncheck the reuse across fracture, right? After that, hit the brake, and as you can see, there is a new inner material. This time, this material will apply only to those inner faces. If I want to select the inner face for that object, I go to this one. I go to this material and it will select those faces. Likewise, I can select the third object and still unchecking this parameter and hit the brake. As we can see, there is another third inner material this time, which will apply only to those interfaces, to that specific geometry. If I don't check the preserve original normals, see what happens. So select the mesh break. As you can see, I will hide the original one and compare those normals, right? You see the issue. Let's duplicate again, and this time click the preserve original normals. Those two have exactly the same normals, but this one doesn't. We didn't select the preserve normals. The right way to select interfaces is this. Select one pieces and hit this button, right? As you can see, that select these specific interfaces. You can do it in every broken pieces. You can also select all those and click that button again. You can also do it from Hypershape by selecting the material and select object with material as well. One last thing that I want to point out about this script tool is this. It's only working in the centimeter unit system in Maya. So, for example, if I have meters as units and not centimeter, and try to open the tool, I got this message over here. So in order to overcome this, I have to click to switch to centimeters. After that, this tool will work perfectly. And after I break my object to pieces and have completed all the process, I can hit the restore meters in order the script to change automatically the unit system in Maya to what I had before I click into centimeters. As you saw, the tool has a lot of features. I think it will be very helpful for that kind of stuff. Even though it's not finishing yet, I'm still actively working on it. We'll keep you posted. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.